name. So we take down the Deacon, you see that we take down the thumbnail that had Negroes for sale on it. And then all of a sudden, I guess we can go live now. Because it wouldn't let us go live at first. So anyway, we coming to you with the OIM, Oppressor is Manifested sequel. This is the pre-content talk. We already did a pretty fired up video, Deacon, when we saw the incident that went on in Indiana with young Buddy out there, man. Get out there hanging out, you know what I mean? And, you know, I was out there and I was hanging out and got his ass whooped.
Got his ass whooped.
Nah.
Stepped on.
Would you have been out there?
No, sir.
Ain't no way. Now y'all gonna see what I'm talking about when I pull this video. All right, when y'all see that first video come out, and we was fired up on that. I know I was fired up. Deacon was fired up, and it just I think we came to the same conclusion. It's like you know who you can get this crap off on. And so in this is not an attempt to incite violence, because a lot of this is get them, somebody get them. You know, this is not a, I guess, a charge for us to get ready to go to war with weapons against the whole house of the Gentiles, because that ain't the way it's gonna be. But yesterday, I did a message about the arm of Yah and believing in that arm, because essentially at this time and this juncture in where we are, it's virtually nothing that you yourself with your power and your might is going to be able to do. So what we have to do is come across the word of life. And so what we're gonna read something out of Jasher, all right, that is very important for those of the house of Jacob, the house of Israel, that are being restored. All right. Yesterday, you got me, Josh? Get him square. All right. Now, I want you to understand this. Yesterday we were talking. I asked in value of covenant agreement that everybody confess with their mouth, that they understand how we are yoked together, why we are here. Because what we read was promises on what Yah shall do to restore. Now, Brother Snow, do you believe in that restoration?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, I believe in it. But what we got to understand, what we're going to read right now is pointing out two aspects. One aspect is that because the world have asserted themselves in much evil and wickedness, and and I can say that because when you look at interviews, Deacon, on TV, and you see different things, like we take this Bruce Jenner event that took place, whenever that came about. Mm-hmm. You saw how many people came out and said, this is good. This is going to be good for sports. This is going to be good for, America. People need to see these types of things. Well, guess what? Didn't the Bible say people's going to call good evil and evil good? Hadn't that been said? Mm-hmm. But yet, how do you right now, how do you think that was viewed in the eyes of the Most High Yah, seeing that this is on their vision? It was on television, right? Mm-hmm. And it was exposed in front of all the people to see. So that means seeds of Jacob that don't even know they Jacob. Even our children didn't see it. Mm-hmm. But many people saw it. So it exposed wickedness in the eye gate. What you think about that? How do you think the Most High viewed that?
Abominable.
You just said it. It ain't nothing else to say. He viewed it as abominable because that's his word. He ain't gonna view it as nothing else. Oh, I changed my stance. Like it has been said, you know, that we've seen articles where it is said that the Pope said that the view has changed. The Most High has changed his view on gay, homosexual. I ain't gonna change. He said, I am Yah, I change not. Right? Yep. I mean, it's amazing. So we're gonna start right here. This is in Jubilees. All right, if I said Jasher at first, we're gonna read out of Jubilees. And we're gonna read something starting at the 17th verse in the 23rd chapter. All right? So let us hear. Everybody listen.
For all have done evil.
All have done evil. Let's go.
And every mouth speaketh iniquity.
Every mouth speaketh iniquity. Come on.
And all their works are uncleanness and abomination. And all their ways are pollution, uncleanness, and destruction. Behold, the earth will be destroyed on account of all their works. And there will be no seed of the vine and no oil, for their works are altogether faithless. And they will all perish together, beasts and cattle and birds and all the fish of the sea, on account of the children of men.
On account of the children of freaking abomination ass men. Y'all hear this? On account of men. See, that's the one aspect right there. See, didn't he say when we was reading yesterday, he was going to tread down the grapes of the, from the vine that pertain to the nations? Y'all remember hearing that? You remember that, Adi?
Slaughterhouse.
And he's going to tread them down in the wrath. Right. The winepress of the wrath of Elohim. Y'all hear this? Yes. See, this is why you got to make it through. See, this is why I'm saying, see, people don't understand the level that we got to continue to be pressed on. The sharpening up here with us as leaders, we continue to get sharpened, don't we?
Yes, sir.
And what you got to do, you got to take the sharpening. So it ain't nothing that we ain't trying, right now we're trying to sharpen you because we've been sharpened. Everybody's being sharpened because the path is getting narrower. I love it. I love it. You hear me, Bess? Yes, this is what I'm made for, dog. You know we made for this. I don't know about nobody else. But with these men that we got sitting around here, guess what? Either put up or shut up. Because you can't. Right now, this ain't the hour to fall faint and be weak. Y'all hear me?
Yes, Pastor.
This ain't the hour. See, I'm saying it because, see, look what he said. He said because of the things that the seed of men have done. So then let's talk about that real quick before we transition. All right, because we're at about 8 minutes and 40 seconds here. We're going to be long, so we're going to keep this OIM where you can digest it, you can get it. But this is just a pre-talk because we so excited. We got a lot of different things coming. We're going to expose the lies of the Gentiles. We're going to look at their imprint real extensively. And then we got to really take a lot of information that have been exposed since I've done the first OIM to now and begin to put the pieces of the puzzle together. See, I'm starting to see people that I know who, when I first started in the truth, they thought that we was making things up. And how are you Israel? And this and that. Then I turn around and see you put on Facebook that you Judah. Now you a professor at a university here in Missouri. And you came to the conclusion that you are from the tribe of Judah because of information that was put out there. Then you turn around and come back and your hand have come to be set upon the same information that we've been saying. Man, Deacon, I'm burning up right now. I'm hot because I'm excited. I'm ready to get into this other part to point it out. But before I do, I want y'all to hear this. See, everybody's going to follow this oppressor is manifested sequel part. Look, we gonna be laying things out because now we move from just exposing to warning. You have to be warned of what's coming down. See, number one, we know that now their plan has come to fruition. Now, when I say they, who is they?
The oppressor.
The oppressor. Who the hell's the oppressor?
The nations.
The nations, or the coastlands, or the Gentiles who are going to be used for evil. The Gentiles. Now, if you haven't seen OIM Part 1, the first part the first series that we done, we talked extensively about the Gentiles. But I want to bring that back out. Go to Genesis chapter 10. All right. And I want you to go to verse 5. Who got it in the KJV? Here you go, Josh. I'm gonna give it to you on my phone. All right. So I want y'all to listen to this again because we have to resurface this information because some of you all do not truly understand because you still thinking that you are Gentile. All right. You still think that you are Gentiles. Now, first I want to read it from 1 through 5 in the Berean Study Bible. Then, Deacon, I want you to come back and read it in the KJV. Here you go, Josh. Read this. All right, listen, read loud, Josh. I want y'all to hear this from the Berean Study Bible. Listen how it sounds.
This is the account of Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Now watch this. This in the Berean Study Bible, it says the Japhetites or the Japhetites or the Japhetic line. You hear me? Let's go. Come on.
Who also has sons after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tyrus. The sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Rephath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, Tarshish, the Kittites, and the Rodanites. From these, the maritime people separated.
Oh, wait a minute. The maritime people. We're under maritime law.
Yep.
Oh, ooh. Right? We're under maritime law. See, this is in the Berean Study Bible. This is what they got you under when they did this birth certificate. They said everybody died in the London fires, right? There was a fire and people escaped, and then all these people died at sea. And unless you come back and claim your right, your property, and damages, then you are going to be a fictitious person until the true rights have been claimed again. So therefore, you end up under maritime law. This is what, hey, look, hey, man, this thing is so deep. I told you we're going to be hitting you with little nuggets. All right? You got it? Come on, Deacon, read this. I just want you to read verse 4 and 5 out of the KJV, Genesis 10. Watch this.
And the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim, by these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, everyone after his tongue, after their families, and their nations.
Now watch this. If you go look up Yawani or Javan, these are his sons. Those are the Greeks. Alexander the Great. Now, when we was reading in the prophecy yesterday, we saw Yah was still coming to destroy Edom, like we said. He said, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. And he's also going back to Egypt. See, Egypt was destroyed by Alexander the Great. He the one shot the nose off the Sphinx.
That was Napoleon.
Napoleon. My bad, Napoleon. Right? Now, what was Napoleon? Was he a
Short white guy.
Was he in the land among the Gentiles? Was he a Gentile?
Yeah.
He was a Gentile. All right. And back in college, in that fraternity stuff, Greek fraternities, you learn a lot of that stuff about Egypt, the Sphinx and all that. You learn it, but that's a whole. We're gonna talk about that too, because they use Greek fraternities as another way to entrap you, yet still in their ways of defiling the people. Because guess what? In the Greek fraternities, you take a oath. What y'all say? Don't do no what? Don't take false oaths. So you see what I'm saying? It goes on and on. Now don't forget what he read. He said that men, the children of men have done these things, so the earth had to be destroyed. Now he's getting ready to get into a very, very important aspect. All right? And I want you to, where was you at? 19? I want you to skip. Let's go on over to verse 21. All right, let's read verse 21.
And those who have escaped will not return from their wickedness to the way of righteousness. But they will all exalt themselves to deceit and wealth, and they will make each take all that his neighbors, that is his neighbors, and they will name the great name, but will not in truth and not in righteousness.
You hear this? You would name the great names. So you take oaths in these courtrooms, right? In God we trust.
Yep.
Y'all hear me?
Yes,
but look what it's saying. So now, because people don't want to take the COVID-19 shot, now guess what you want to do? Confiscate everybody what?
Weapons.
Not weapons. They property, all that. Right? How long ago was Jubilee? You hear this? You hearing this item?
Pig.
Ain't it right here? Come on.
And they will defile the holy of holies, and their uncleanness with their uncleanness and the corruption of their pollution.
Y'all hear this? With the corruption of their pollution. Y'all hear it? Come on, go ahead, 22.
And a great punishment will befall the deeds of this generation from Yah. He will give them over to the sword and to judgment and to captivity and to be plundered and devoured.
All right, now stop. Y'all hear that? See, that's what's already coming on this people. This is why the book encourages us not to have our lot among sinners. Now, you got to understand this, because now this is for the house of Israel. Look what's about to be said. Look what's about to be laid out. You got to hear this. If you're Israel, this is why I was asking that question yesterday. If you ain't seen that message about the arm of Yah, all it was a plain old exhortation for Israel to hear. See, anytime the word is going forth for Israel, you get a chance to really decipher and receive within yourself the things that is necessary for us to hear and for us to think on those things. Those are things we should be thinking on. Then guess what? We got to make sure that we are positioned according to what we're hearing. And see, everybody ain't hearing the same. This is why the great separation is coming. This is the great divide. All right? So listen to this. Look what he say. You got Deuteronomy chapter 4. All right. Now, listen to what he said, because I got to go back there because I've been saying. See, some of y'all, you don't think that when we say Yah is going to use the Gentiles. Like he's going to you, but he's going to use them. All right? Watch this. Let's listen. No. You going. He going to go after you.
And he will wake up against them the sinners of the Gentiles, who have neither mercy nor compassion, and whom will respect the person of none, neither old nor young, nor anyone.
Wait a minute. Wait. I don't think people listen. Did you hear this, John? You heard this? Did you hear what he said? See, this is why I was preaching yesterday. Watch this. Read it again, D. Remember I said
And
you
he
can't
will
wait time out. Listen, clear y'all damn mind. Y'all hear me?
Yes, Pastor.
This is how you miss y'all is look, sending the word to heal you. He's sending the word to restore you. He's sending the word to build you up. And then guess what? Where is it going? Falling to the ground. Listen, watch this.
And he will wake up against them, the sinners of the Gentiles.
Stop! Y'all hear this? He will wake up against them. The sinners of who? Ooh, what's happening?
That's what's happening.
That's what's happening. Come on.
Who have neither mercy nor compassion.
See, look. How can they do? You ask them, how can they do this? He tell you. He tell well, how can it? You think they're gonna be? Yeah, they're gonna be able to do it. Cause it's right here. You hear this? They gonna have a little love, huh, D?
Nope.
No mercy, no
They
compassion.
never had any love.
So look, when he said back in Genesis 9:27 for part 1, he said he shall enlarge. Japhet, enlarge meant in a sinister way. So in being sinister, then you don't care. When you went over, you had your one hand behind your back and the other hand out shaking hands and bringing corn with you and the pilgrims and you know, and we want to come and be a part of this land. And then guess what? You slaughtered millions. Sinister. You enlarged in a sinister way. See, look what we talking about. Now, y'all, look who's doing. Who's waking up the sinners of the Gentiles? Yah is. You hear this? Israel, because that covenant that he made, he meant it. So how can people tell us that the law is done away with when this is a great thing that he's doing against them? Let's go.
Who have neither mercy nor compassion, and who will respect the person of none, neither old nor young, nor anyone, for they are more wicked and strong to do evil than all the children of men.
You hear this? He said the Gentiles. This is the Gentiles. So now look, I got you. I got you, Japhet. I got you. There is no way, because guess what? I've been said that. I said I don't feel like. See, I put a video up on Facebook the other day. Oh yes, I'm gonna bring it back in to OIM. A girl was just slammed down to her face. This is a girl. You a man. This is a girl. If it was a woman, that ain't no better. But it was a girl, and you slammed her down on her face. Bam! You can see the blood down on the ground. She just like, and he slammed her hard. I said, there it is. You don't have no compassion. You don't have no remorse. But who said that? And it's right here. You don't have none. So guess what? See, them the things that you got to see that is embedded. I talked about it in OIM1. It's embedded. So this is, if look, you can be a Gentile and you better not be in agreement, because what you got to do, remember, you got to know them by their fruit.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fruit. When we can slam somebody down on their face and it ain't nothing. When you can kill Trayvon Martin, when you could kill Philando Castile, and we can just keep going on. What's her name? Sandra Bland? And we can just keep going. All the way up to the recent protests we had. Y'all don't see this? Look what he's saying, but listen what he's saying. Watch this. This is in Jubilees. See, the Jubilees mean that these is time frames that have been set from the beginning. All right, listen, let's go.
And they will use violence against Israel and transgression against Jacob.
Yeah, you hear this?
It's there. Let me read that again.
He's going to use this against them. Y'all hear it?
Yes, Pastor.
You hear? What who's he using it against? He's using it against who?
Israel.
The Africans or the Hamites.
Israel.
It say, do say it right there?
It says right here.
Let me hold this up. Point it out. Where is that, D?
Right there.
Right there. Right here where the orange is. All right, you see that? Put your hand on that, D. Y'all see it? Take it down. Y'all see this?
Yes, Pastor.
You see, look, so clearly, we ain't just talking. The Gentiles are going to be used. I said this in a message a while back. They're going to be used against, now I say specific, against, he didn't say against all the people. Now, it is. But remember, the war is against us.
That's right. That's right.
Come on.
And much blood will be shed upon the earth.
Oh, and much blood will be shed upon the earth. Come on.
And there will be none to gather and none to bury.
You see this? There's gonna be none to gather and none to bury. You not. I mean, they trying to leave us out.
Yeah.
Come on.
In those days, they will cry aloud and call and pray that they may be saved from the hand of the sinners, the Gentiles.
Oh, you hear this? You're gonna cry and pray that you may be saved from the hand. See what? See, look, this how look. I told you. This is the time of the Gentiles. I showed you in OIM 1. Now you see that they got a plan, Agenda 2030, where everybody needs to be marked and everybody needs. But guess what? The house of Israel ain't going under marks. Right. The house of Israel ain't going under doing something so we can buy and sell. So guess what? Now who they got to come get? And much blood is going to be shed. Mm-hmm. Only a remnant will be saved. Hey, it's real, Kayvon. It's real. I've been saying it since you met. Now it's real. Come on.
And the heads of the children will be white with gray hair, and a child of 3 weeks will appear old like a man of 100 years. And their stature will be destroyed by tribulation and oppression.
You see this? He gave the key word. He said our stature is going to be destroyed by what?
Tribulation and oppression.
Mm-hmm. By tribulation and the key word. Oppressors manifest. That's right. The Gentiles have come to bring tribulation and what? Oppression. They came to bring what?
Tribulation and oppression.
And oppression. You see it? Right in the book, man. See, that means what type of time we going to be in if you got children heads turning gray? Now watch this. See, but watch what he say about this. Go ahead and read that 26, that verse 26.
And in those days, the children will begin to study the laws and to seek the commandments and return to the path of righteousness.
Oh, you see this? See, that's when some of these people gonna wake up that think we crazy.
Come on, Pastor. Hallelujah.
But watch this. Here go the precept. Let's look at Deuteronomy 4, verse 30.
There it is.
When you are in distress,
When you are in distress,
and all these things have happened to you,
and all these things have happened to you,
then in later days,
you
you will return to Yahweh, your Elohim, and listen to his voice.
You hear this? You're going to listen to his voice. You're going to return to them words. Even in the New Revised Standard Verse said, when all these words come upon you. Mm-hmm. In your distress, don't it?
Yep.
Read it.
In your distress, when all these things have happened to you,
Come on.
in time to come, you will return to Yahweh, your Elohim, and heed him.
And what?
Heed him.
Heed him. What does it say in verse 29?
From there on, you will seek Yahweh, your Elohim, and you will find him if you search him with all your heart and soul.
Y'all hear that? Mm-hmm. See, that's what's happening. So you got to begin to do that right now, Israel. You got to begin to do that now. Hey, this is our content for the OIM series. You all be blessed. I'm Pastor Corey. That's Deacon Miguel.
Shalom.
Hope you enjoyed it. Shalom, shalom. Be ready, because OIM is coming to you. Go ahead and close. Hit that X. Bless y'all.